doing today? We're doing on Facebook. Hey, what's up? It's me, Awesome Alley.
And I'm Raisa, and welcome back to 90 Days to Becoming an Awesome Person. Today is day 16, and we are going to start off always with the quote of the day.
Yes, thank you, Raisa. Today's quote of the day is by Aristotle, but before we get to that, if you haven't already, make sure to grab your free 30-day journal PDF by clicking the link on Instagram in Apso's bio, on Facebook in this live's caption, and you can get it for free. It comes with 30 days worth of quotes, tips for tomorrow's, a daily routine, gratitude list, and much more. Today's quote of the day is by Aristotle, and it has to do with goal setting and how to achieve it. He said, first, have a definite, clear, practical ideal, a goal, and objective. Second, have the necessary means to achieve your ends, wisdom, money, material, and methods. Third, adjust all your means to that end. Aristotle. So he says, first, have your goal. Second, have the practical means within yourself to push yourself to achieve that goal. And third, to adjust your ways and be adaptable to the circumstances to make sure you achieve that goal. Raisa, what is your thoughts, comments, and opinion on this quote?
With this quote, I want to really focus on, someone says hi. Hi, how are you? Good morning. With this quote, I really want to focus on the second part, where it says finding a means to an end. So can you just read that part out for me again?
Sure. Second, have the necessary means to achieve your ends. Wisdom, money, material, and methods.
Now, I think with Aristotle saying here, he is so right when he says you need to have the certain things, the means to actually get to your end, which are resources. But as we know, life is full of resources and plentiful of resources. And now with our technology, you can have very little resources and still build a business from that. That's the beautiful part about it, is especially because our businesses are now going online, you can build your dream online with very, very little money and can achieve freedom with it. And you can have it as a good startup. So every time that you are building your business, you can make money on the side and then reinvest it into it. And I think that's one of the great advantages of today, is that you can literally start your dream, your business, or anything you would want to do for free. And yeah, that's what I kind of want to focus on, is that there's a lot of resources out there, and it's very good to take advantage of them. Getting into Facebook groups, events, different software, anything you can use.
Very interesting perspective, Reese. So just I want to touch on the full fact of this quote here about your goal setting. We are in 2021 still, and you're still in January. So if you haven't made your quote unquote New Year's resolutions or your monthly goals, right, here's to do it. Here's your plan, right? Come up with a practical ideal, a goal, or an objective. So this is where I disagree with the quote here being somewhat practical. I think you can have some sort of realism to it, but you don't need to be extremely realistic with it, right? Your goal should be something that you truly want to be able to achieve, right? And I personally 100% agree with Grant Cardone's method of being able to 10x your goals. So if you're trying to aim for 1,000 people or $1,000, aim for 10,000. Or if you're trying to create a new connection with somebody, instead of just going, saying hi, hello to as many people, why don't you build really deep connections with a few or 10 people, right? So that's what I think is, you don't necessarily have to be necessarily practical and realistic or think small or think within your confined means, but think big enough outside your box that you actually have to create enough motivation within yourself to push yourself each morning to grab that goal and to push towards that goal. And being able, I'm so glad that he put the third part here of being adaptable, which he said the third, adjust all your all your means to that end, which means start to be adaptable. Don't be just stuck in your one way. Adapt with the times and grow with the times, and that's how the quickest way you'll be able to achieve your goals. All right, Raisa, what is the tip for today?
Okay, the tip for today is to plant a tree either in the backyard or join a tree planting event. This was from the Go Green Live Rich by David Bach and with Hillary Rosner. Okay, I love this quote because in this time it is so good to learn gardening again. I think what we've realized is that food is very scarce now, and we need to take advantage of making our own food. To start it off would be just to get a couple of seeds, do a little like indoor garden or an outdoor one. I don't think you can do outdoor right now because in Canada
you can
it's winter.
right
But you can have those like indoor gardens. You can start planting trees in the summer. Not only is it good for the environment, it's also good for you because, as we know, trees give out oxygen. So we want to be breathing in clean air, and planting a tree is one of the most oldest and most basic ways of doing it. And it's the most important as well. And hopefully when this whole thing is over and you go back to some tree planting events every year, my mom's work used to invite us for tree planting. It was always very fun, and we got to plant a lot of trees. So having community events like that is it's really memorable, and I would suggest it. So that's your tip for today. Plant a tree.
Yes, I like that, Raisa. The other day, actually, I think it was actually yesterday, that we posted a video about an organization that actually is aiming to plant 1 billion trees a year. And this is where I love, this goes back to Aristotle's quote. They have their goal of 1 billion trees a year. Now you might think that's unrealistic. That's not possible. Well, it is possible, right? They're putting all their means to it. They've innovated, and the way they're actually doing it is by dropping something called clay bombs that actually have the nutrients and the seeds of that tree inside of it. So it nourishes, and within the clay has the moisture and the nutrients it needs just for the first few bits of its first few couple of weeks and stuff, so it can start to sprout and start to grow on its own. So that's what I love about today's society, is that especially within young people, we've got the ideas, we've got the solutions coming out. There's just opportunity now to be the platform, and you'll see the amazement that has to come with that. So I like this quote too. Start your indoor gardening today. No more waiting, and let's see the magic that can happen within your own house. This was presented by APSO. Awesome people
Shaping our world.
Remember, you are awesome.
And you can make the world a better place. Bye.
Bye.